An A1466 that's not turning on. Let's see what's wrong with it and see if we can make it work again. So I'm going to zoom in on the MacBook and we'll see what's wrong with it. The first thing that you see here is that this MacBook has liquid on it. Liquid, liquid, liquid. Let's see how it turns on. Okay, no green light in the charger, 66 milliamps. First thing I want to check for is PP3V42_G3 hot present. One way to find out. I am going to take the board out of the MacBook and see if we can fix it. Hello to all. Hello MB is Frenchie. Hello Leo Saunders. No hello to Travis Stamper. Hello Andre. Hello to Mick Ward. And hello to Method Music. Those of you who want to build my electric bike. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I really do. Okay. A person, thank you so much. I got so much shit that I got to add to that. You have no idea. There's so much, like, there's a lot of crap that I need to add to that. Are you on Discord, A person? Are you on the Discord? Like, should Tesla make a bike, someone says. Ooh, that's my freelancer.com guy. He's replaced, that's the freelancer.com noise right there. That's the noise of someone from freelancer.com fixing the website that I already paid someone else to put together. He just let me know. He said, what I can see so far is the code is very messy. God bless the almighty chargeback. All right. So first things first. What do we check for when we don't have a green light, ladies and gentlemen? What do we check for? PP3V42. But our PP bus, our PP3, my PP3 is stuck at 0.9. I need more than that. That's not going to do. The input is at 16 volts, but the output is 0.9. Now if we check to see if we have a short to ground on our PP3, 2 ohm short to ground. All right, let's see if we can figure out what is shorted to ground on the PP342_G3 hotline. And by the way, who knows why when there's no green light that I check the PP342_G3 hotline first? Does anybody know why I go for that line? Thank you, Andre. I was debating whether or not to upload that video to the main channel or not. Like, I was going back and forth in my head about it. I'm thinking, like, one person said something about uploading the Dr. Evil Genius video to the main channel. They said, do you really want to alienate 50% of your audience. And I think what they were referring to is that I would offend women. But 98% of the people subscribed to my channel do not watch my videos because I get 10 to 20,000 views per video with 1.23 million subscribers. So I've alienated 98% of them already. And 2, yeah, I just don't really care anymore. So I kind of enjoyed it, and I uploaded it, and I will live with the triggered people that are angry that I made a joke about an X. What's up?
I had another board one time that was unsolvable that had this non-glass camera chip before. I don't see this very often.
Wait, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's a weird camera chip. That gets hot under the thermal cam, but it gets hot in like the normal way.
Yeah, like you mean like 33 Celsius hot?
Yeah.
It
looks normal, but yeah, I had another board that trolled me like this and had that same weird camera chip that I've never seen before.
Yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm used to it looking like a processor.
Yeah, a little glass chip on a substrate. I don't know that chip. Like right here, you're working on another one. It's got that same one.
Damn. So this is going to be unsolvable too?
Possibly?
Get out of here! Get!
I think that's the mark of unsolvable.
Get! Well, does Erica count? Erica does count. She actually thought that was fucking hysterical, and she said you should keep it up. Yeah, Erica said that's hysterical. She said you can't take that down. That's too funny. She listened to it and she laughed. So I will take the woman that I care about and trust's opinion over a random man on the internet when it comes to what is offensive to women. I don't know. Maybe I'll actually listen to a woman. Yes. Do you guys notice any of that nowadays? It's like people will say this offends Group X when they're not a member of Group X, but they will advocate for that. It's really strange. It's like men are telling me delete this video because it's offensive to women, but the woman I've been with for a year and a half that loves and cares about me and vice versa says this is hysterical, leave it up. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so I am going to show you why I care about PP342_G3Hub. Because of the one-wire circuit. Congratulations to all in the chat who said one wire. So thank you to Mitch K, to Quentin Van Boeven, to not Andre because you got the rail wrong. Quentin said no women watch this. That's kind of semi, not no, just few. So here, we check here. Okay, so this is the charger over here, the charge port on the machine. And on the machine's charge port, you have 18 volts, adapter sense, and ground. Adapter sense is going to be what speaks to the computer. Because remember, this is Apple. This is a special charger. This doesn't just put out 18 volts. This has to have, you have to have a conversation with it before you get the 18 volts. It's not just going to put out just because you buy it dinner. It wants to get to know you first. So the way this works is it needs to speak to the system management controller. However, think of this kind of like the dad from that 70s show when someone's trying to date his daughter. You don't get to talk to the SMC. You have to go through Red Foreman over here, which is U7000. Now, U7000 is there, Red Foreman, just in case. The 18 volts goes to adapter sense rather than 3 volts, because let's say you got some drunk jackass trying to bang your daughter, and that would be the 18 volts over here. If you have adapter sense, which is 3 volts going over there, fine. 18 volts going to adapter sense, very, 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 very bad. And the way this would happen is something like this. So someone's like trying to plug the charger in, and they're drunk, and they're like, and so that chip is going to keep that from happening. Now this chip, which speaks to the SMC, because this one wire goes to the SMC, as you can see here, goes to an SMC. This is powered by this. This powered by this. This powered by PP342. As well, the SMC is also powered by PP342. So this is the first power rail that I need, PP342_G3hot, before I get a light in the charger. And if I don't have it, I will check PP342_G3hot. Now I showed you the board view for a different board than the one that I'm actually working on, because they don't actually show the one-wire circuit in a schematic for the board that I am working on. Because on this machine, The one-wire circuit is on the DC-in board, which is separate from the main board, but it's powered by the main board, so same shit. So what we're going to do here is try and figure out why PP3V42_G3 hot is short at the ground. So what I did was I checked on the on PP3V42_G3 hot, and I found PP3V42_G3 hot over here on pin 2 of L7095. That's where it is. So when I take a look on the board, and I put it in resistance mode, I do this, keep you on. 1 ohm. That's no good. So now we got to find everything that could be on that rail that could be short to ground. So any one of the components that is on this PP3V42_G3 hot rail that I see after clicking it, that also goes to ground, could be my culprit. Any one of them. Let's see if you see it. Now, on this board, the MacBook Air, A20-00165 or A20-3437, it's always the same thing, every single time. It's this set of caps right next to the SMC over here. Someone says, I want some more big booty gym stories. Oh, man. Fuck this board repair BS. Yes. Why is Paul taking a YouTube hiatus? I want to see him clean out the front of the store. Paul S. or Paul Daniels? Oh, son of a bitch. Did this. My fume extractor fell under the desk. You piece of shit. You fucking cheap piece of overpriced garbage. Fuck you, HAKKO, for making something $600 that I have to tape to put together. The tube falls out of the damn material that it's wrapped into. So it doesn't make as nice a seal as it should. And it's heavy, but also doesn't support itself at the same time. It's an enigma of a shit material. I don't know what you guys are talking about with cleaning the front of the store. I got no fucking idea what you guys are talking about. Okay, where were we? Oh, over here. Okay. Die cap that always shorts to the upper right of the SMC. Die! Ew, hairs. Burned up hairs. Gross. Little hairs everywhere and they're burning. Oh, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to burn hair. It smells so bad. What do we have now? Oh, wait a second. Uh-oh. My stream deck came unplugged. Uh-oh, number 2. My everything came unplugged. Oh, shit. Who set this office up like this? Wait, never mind. Never mind. USB hub is plugged back in. Don't probe yourself in the eye with your multimeter probe. That would be no good. What? What? Oh, son of a bitch. Vice manager. Shit. My meter is not working anymore. My Windows isn't working anymore, actually. All I did is unplug a USB hub. Alright. Let's fix this. Good. Short is removed. Fan now spins. Power supply is not showing that because the COM port closed, but now it is. There you go. I'm just going to reattach my my capacitors, and I'll be good. After that, the board will get ultrasonic. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, I saw it. 8-person. By the way, I'd like to take a look at some properties in Manhattan. I think it would be fun to do a season 5 of Rossman Realty where we kind of go around and we see what the places look like and what they're looking to charge and whether or not there's any real sort of deals to be had or whether they want 200 or 300 square foot for nothing. So if you guys want to browse LoopNet or Craigslist or any sites like that and you find stuff that you think would be interesting for me to go show up to, by all means let me know. I think it would be kind of fun. IRC is nice, but like if you want to post, a lot of things about it are just inconvenient. Like if I want to use it on my phone, I want to look at something on my phone, I have to have a shell, so I have to SSH into a shell somewhere to be able to see stuff. Like searching for shit is more annoying. But I like that it's not run by some centralized company. But at the same time, like IRC is not. I don't think IRC is definitely better. It's a lot of. It's better in the fact that you're not relying on one individual company that can see all of your shit. By all means, by that definition, it is better. But in terms of like ease of use or just convenience, like I am willing to admit that I don't want to deal with the pain in the ass it is to deal with different machines. Like you have to log into a shell versus just opening a program. If I want to post a picture for someone to see, I got to post it to image hosting rather than just copying and pasting it into Discord. It's not as easy. You know, it's just, IRC is stuck in 1988. You know, it is what it is. It was a good protocol for its time. And I like the fact that it exists. I remember using IRC, and I remember actually having an SSH app on my phone and SSHing into my PBX, which I kept logged in using, I think, IRSSI. But it's like, the user experience doing that versus just fucking using Discord, it's night and day. And I know, it's the devil. I know, I get it. I'm letting Discord see what I post and have access to information, and I shouldn't. And I do. Even a user-friendly client on the phone, like I stop using the phone client and then I log back in later in the day, or I don't have internet and then I do. And I can't see the stuff that was posted before I joined the channel. Like it's like 1988. And if you think there's less retards on IRCP or not, you have not been in the channels that I visit. Alright. So this works. And I'm happy. It just needs to be ultrasonic before we can consider it done. There's a new one that is persistent. It maintains the connection when you're not logged into it. When did that come out? I'm curious when that came out. When did that be a thing? Because I remember I used to have a shell, and I would have a shell, and then I would log into my shell, and then I would, use screen or something like that, and then screen-x, and then I could see, and then I would be in my shell logged in on all the IRC servers I was in using IRSSI. But it's just so much it's just, like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. It's so annoying. When did this come out? Are you willing to move to Jersey City? I wouldn't move to Jersey because of the property taxes on principal. But you may wonder, why do you live in New York? I mean, I'm already dealing with it. But if I was going to move someplace to start from scratch, it wouldn't be that. Okay, time to get the next machine. I thought you're looking for a home. I am, but then I realized Jersey has 2.2% property tax. So if I buy a home that's reasonably priced, I have to give Jersey $15,000 a year in property tax. And I'm really finding it difficult to justify paying New Jersey $15,000 a year in rent after paying $500,000 for a home. That really seems kind of crazy to me. I don't see where they get off asking for that. I don't see what value Jersey offers that other parts of the country don't. They're kind of nuts. I think they tax you for leaving too. Let me just clarify that with Paul first. Paul, it's true. Is it true that they tax you for leaving New Jersey? So if you buy a house outside of Jersey and you sell your Jersey house,
You have to pay an exit tax.
How much is that?
I don't know.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So that is the most childish thing I've ever heard.
Yes. It's just like all the bridges and tunnels. You have to pay to leave New Jersey, but you don't have to pay to get into New Jersey.
So that would be like if you quit and I just didn't pay you for the last week you were here just out of spite.
Out of tax?
Like that's just a douchey thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why they get off doing that. You get to tax someone for fucking leaving? Are you kidding me? Fuck you and your state. Okay, what's the next machine? Sorry. A1534, no power. Paul. A2179 with no schematic. Paul.
You should move those to Chris, actually.
Or Chris, yeah. Chris is the new Paul. G6. Yes.
1466, no image.
Yeah, G6. What the fuck? Hello everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to fix a MacBook. First I'm going to remove all these pubes from my desk. My desk has pubes on it, as you can see. They're there. That's someone else's, most likely their pubic hair, which is absolutely and utterly disgusting. And no, it's not because I have orgies in my office, it's because I work on nasty, filthy MacBooks that are filled with hair owned by people that never clean them, ever! Clean your MacBook! You filthy animal! I clean my ThinkPad multiple times during the day if I use my ThinkPad. I don't know how Mac people do it. How? Clean your Mac! It's expensive. Treat it like it's expensive. Okay, I need a magnet, so I'm going to grab myself a magnet. Did I offend anybody with what I said about New Jersey? Hope I didn't offend anybody. Why not move to Maine? Nope. All the billionaires fled New Jersey for Florida, just like what is happening to New York. New Jersey had billionaires? New Jersey caps the deduction you can make in your property tax too. Don't know why anybody lives there. You know, I don't either. I agree, Leo, with all the wasted space. Come on, pick up the phone, Cam. Come on, Cam. Jesus Christ, Cam. There we go. You see how many? Is Cam in the chat? Isn't it midnight in Camland? Oh yeah, it probably is. Okay, so the first thing that's weird about this MacBook, and you tell me. Oh. 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 One moment. MrFreelancer.com, man, just fixed an issue. Okay, so the first thing that's strange about this computer is that it's covered in tape. Why is there duct tape all over a MacBook? What is duct tape doing inside of a MacBook? Why would you... Oh, because of this stupid flippy floppy thing. Oh, he misrouted the wires, so he couldn't figure out how what was going on there. Anyway, we'll fix that later. So the first thing we have to do, Remdog Cap, I believe it is hosted by the Dream host, a host of dreams. So we got 15 milliamps not turning on. All right. We do have a light in the charger, though. first thing I'd be kind of curious about is, do we have a PP bus? Four volt. Oh, you can't see that. A 4 volt PP bus. Okay, so 4 volts is not quite enough. We need 12.5 volt PP bus. So I'm going to take the board out of this computer and we're going to take a look at it and see if we can figure it out and make it work again. This screw is stripped, so we're going to try and rotate it out of here. I can tell this has been messed with before. My brand new 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro had lines running down the screen. On a heavy load, had to send it to Apple on the limited warranty. Sure enough, they had to replace the display. Yippee. Well, hey, listen, they helped you out. You're going to get a bad product every now and then with any vendor. And if they're willing to help you out, then that's a good thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did you do to this fucking screw, man? And why is there duct tape in there? Okay, getting that screw off is going to be a challenge. Give me 1 second, I just got to check something really quick that's unrelated to this. So the guy who fixed my site just asked if anybody else is working on it, and then said, in quote, "I am not sure what I did, LOL." Well, something tells me that's not a solution that can be warranted right there. So the site wasn't working in Firefox, but it worked in Chrome and other browsers and Edge and all that. And he said, "I am not sure what I did, LOL." That answer does not give me confidence. All right, so the screw got twisted. There we go. Now we got to get this fucking screw out of there. Oh, here's my T5. Maybe we're going to replace that with a nicer screw. That's poor little MacBook. I found an extension for edit approval for wikis, but it requires system to install. What I can do later, Remdog Cap, remind me later, because I'm not going to be home until a little bit later. I will give you access to my hosting so that I can install that. Or if you could just send me a link to it, I'll install it later on. But thank you very much. Stop ringing, phone. Let's see. Go Gadget Shane. Huh, Gadget Shane picked up the phone. Please do not, says Remdog Cap. Well, no, I'm going to give you access to the hosting, because once I give you access to the hosting, then I can blame you for everything that goes wrong from now until eternity. So that's what we're going to do there. And I think the ability to have someone to use as a scapegoat will make this project a lot smoother. The duct tape kind of makes it obvious that you opened it and messed with it a little bit. But you know, several layers of dirty duct tape does that. Mr. Aryan is here. Hello. Eh. Alright. So I had listed 4 things I wanted done to this site, and he quoted 750. And now he just asked, 750 is for this fix? Question mark? No. No, 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 no. No, no. This. There's 3 things there. Please read them. Contractors. Doesn't matter if they're building code, websites, or floors. This is always something. You fix. Okay. Man, these people are just... He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a very nice and honest person. We'll see how this turns out. Okay, what's keeping this in here? The ISL 6259 is located on here on the other side of the board, and this is the area that's sticky, but that's also the chip I expect to not work because of the 4 volts on PP bus. Oh, Shane's getting faster at picking up the phone. Everybody, I want you to say thank you very much to Mr. Shane. Tell him he's doing a good job. Everybody in the chat say thank you, Shane. Paul Daniels is here just in time to tell Andre that he would be better off shooting himself in the foot than taking me on as a client. Paul Daniels, how are you doing, my friend? Please do me a favor and tell our friend Andre here that he should not, under any circumstances, take me on as a client. Tell him what it was like working with me for the last... So the first area we're going to look here, since my PP Bus G3 hot rail is not working, is the ISL 6259. The ISL 6259 is responsible for creating that rail. This is an 820-00426 machine, which I do not have a schematic and board view to. However, I have a schematic to a similar one, the 820-0, I think it's 00163. Let's see. Do I have a schematic to this one? Hope I do. For something similar. There we do. There we go. So PP Bus G3 hot is missing. Put a PP bus, put a PP bus, put a PP bus, put a PP bus. PP bus. U7100. U7100 is what creates The baby bus. Right here. Look at that. All right. So, what do you all see? Take a nice look at this and tell me what you see. I want you to tell me what strikes you as strange here. Ready? What do you see? Those two resistors are destroyed. They have holes in them. They are the current sense resistors. They are going to allow the ISL 6259 to know how much power the charger is using. The two resistors that you're looking at that are destroyed are R7122 and R7121. The way this works is the charger is over here, and it's going to open up. This transistor is going to allow the charger to flow through the machine. Now, these two transistors are going to take that 18 volts and have it pulse. So it's going to pulse up, down, up, down, up, down. So you're going to have 18 volts, 0. 18 volts, 0. 18 volts, 0. Transistors are switches, and they're switches that turn on when they have voltage present on their gate, which the ISL 6259 provides. It's going to go through the coil, and then this capacitor is going to smooth it out, so that you have instead of having 18, 0, 18, 0, you're going to have a nice even 12.6 volts, which is what it averages out to. 12.56 to be precise. Now, we need to tell how much power the system is taking. How do we do that? Well, this chip that makes the power rail is not in the stream, so it can't know. So what it does is it puts its hand in the stream and feels how fast the water is moving, or in this case, the power is moving. This is the hand in the stream. Now, this resistor is going to have a really tiny voltage drop across it, a really small voltage drop. And that voltage drop is going to be proportional to how much amperage the system is taking. So if there's more power being dragged through here, there'll be a higher voltage drop. Now, the ISL 6259 decides to see what voltage is here, and then it also sees what voltage is here. And it is going to calculate how much amperage is being used based on the voltage difference. Now, before the ISL can touch this, there's a 10 ohm resistor. And that 10 ohm resistor, if I were to measure it, would not be 10 ohms anymore. It's going to be something much higher. See this? Open line. Dead. Further, I bet that it's shorted to ground over here, meaning if I replace those resistors, they would blow again. See? Shorted to ground. So what happened here, this is actually something that happened over the weekend. There was a customer that came in the store with a board they clearly worked on themselves, and they had replaced those two resistors. You could tell there was flux by them and they were in place fully properly. However, it still wasn't working. This is the symptom. The problem is the ISL 6259 died. So this is dead. This is dead. But when this dies, it's going to take everything around it down with it. I'm kind of curious if the DC in resistor is also open line. No, it's not. Okay, that's actually rare. I'm used to that dying as well. So what we need to do here is replace these two resistors and is also this, because if I replace the resistors, this is just going to kill it again. Further, if I replace the ISL 6259, it's not going to work because the current sense resistors are no good. So we're going to replace that whole thing. Now you may be wondering to yourself, Lewis, why did that ISL 6259 chip die? There's no water on the board. The machine looks totally fine. Well, that died because it knew that it thought, Lewis's employees could use some money today. And it decided that it was going to ensure that Lewis's employees don't starve. It didn't want us to have to work on buffets and bicycles to feed our families. Wanted us to work on these lovely Macs. These lovely, no problem having, just works all the time It just works Mac. It's a Mac. I really should just take my hot air station. I'm just being lazy here. This is just kind of shameful at this point. Hiss. Fuck it, I'll just replace that too. I did something silly and I tried to save it, which is really kind of dumb. No biggie. Okay. Now that little blinking noise is the sound of someone from freelancer.com's fixing. Sure. So I need to respond to him at the same time that I am fixing this board. Now that's some multitasking. Get that cap out of there. That was so stupid. I moved that cap over and then I just kept trying to make it better and I just made it worse and worse and worse and worse. One of those days. But no big deal. It's just a little bit of solder. And you can always fix your mistakes. Unless, of course, you took out a reverse mortgage on your house to buy Bitcoin at $19,000. In that case, good luck. So to grab out the candy box. I had one yesterday and I had one again today. And I've actually been offering it to employees and customers. Thank you very much to Debor for sending that over. I highly appreciate it. My diet does not, because I've been trying to be less of a fat ass. Son of a... Oh, hell no, you're not escaping. I'm dragging you back here. I don't give a shit. I don't care how much you don't want to be on a MacBook. You are going to be on a MacBook. That is it. You are going to be on this MacBook. That's right, little resistor. You don't get to run away. Anything that's not soldered perfectly will get soldered into place just fine at the end when I add some flux and I solder the main ISL chip. So anything here that looks suspect, and all of that does, watch, it's just going to go into place very nicely. I don't want to waste heat on those. I don't want to. There's only so much you can heat a chip before it dies. And I don't want to heat things unnecessarily. So it's already going to see excess heat when I solder the ISL 6259 on, which is right next to it. So since that's the case, I might as well make use of that heat to put everything together. Knock everything into place. See how natural everything looks? Look at that. Looks factory. Push this down a little. Get rid of the excess on the sides. And beautiful. Now, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see if this works now. Sorry, dealing with my project. And fan spin! Bada bing. That's about it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.